Welcome back to my channel and please click the notification bell so that you will be alerted when I post a new video. And I would like to say thank you to still continues watching my videos. The title of this topic is OG Black Seduce Many Filipina. However, all my entertainment videos are from my experience and life events. So please join me and use your imagination and open mindedness, and let's get started. Based on the title of the video and my meeting with OG Black, it means old guy. You will have to decide if I was another victim in his chain of fools. Oshi Black is a smooth operator and uses his charm and game to score consistently on the Filipina. His game has no shame, and laying a Filipina is his fame. I met OG Black during an interview at Starbucks in Mactan Newtown area, which is which is part of Lapu-Lapu City. In fact, I was interviewing him with my usual question prepared for foreigners. The bad thing is he never removed his sunglasses or told me his full name. He told me to call him OG Black, and he said he was in his upper 60s, but I thought late 50s. My story begins when I had the idea of interviewing foreigners who just arrived here in the Philippines and were living in a Mactan Newtown condo. Normally, foreigners will sit outside Starbucks and look at the beautiful and sexy Filipina walk by. And there are two call centers company next door. So the walkway is bustling with beautiful Filipina. He was sitting outside Starbucks alone and smiled at me. I decided to ask him for an interview and he agreed. And during the interview, he asked me, was I dating anyone? And I said, no. And he said, good. Let's go to the buffet at the hotel across the street and finish the interview there. Many of the hotel staff are my lifelong friend. So I said, okay. I was not worried at all, so we headed to the 3 minutes walk to the hotel and the buffet. But the buffet at the sitting was crowded. So we decided to sit in an eating area in the lobby and order a la carte. He said, do you want an apple beer? It's really cider. And I said, okay. And the beers came and we drank and talked. I looked at the can after drink it all. I felt dizzy. And it was 3% alcohol, so cold cider apple beer was strong to me and overwhelming. I noticed he always kept his sunglasses on and mask close to his face, so I never got a full look at his face. He said he had been in the Philippines for 2 weeks, but he had not met anyone worth talking about yet. And to my surprise, he grabbed my hand gently and looked directly to my eyes and said, you ready go to my room and finish the interview? I said, we can finish it here. He said, we can finish it in my room. He stood up, reached on his pocket, and said, here is the key for my room. and my room number is 1207. Finish your drink and come to my room. I'm going to take a shower. I expect you to be laying on bed when I come out of the shower. Because of the beer, my reaction was slow. So before I could verbally reprimand him, he scurried off. Now remember, it's been a while for me and the beer, and his confident voice and mistake was getting the best of me. As I stood up to go to the elevator and head to his room, my phone rang. It was my mom saying she had arrived from the island and was at my house. Her voice and presence at the house tempered my anxiety and desire, and I stood up, headed for the elevator. But as I approached it, I suddenly regained control of my mind and senses. I did an about face and walked outside and took a taxi going back home. The next day, I went over to the hotel and tried to use the key. He had checked out already, and I went to the front desk and asked the staff friend of mine who was in room 1207 yesterday. And she said, two men, one white and one black. I asked, did they have any guests? And she said, every day around 1 p.m., one of their or both of them brings in a new Filipina for 5 days straight. I thought about it, and it was 1 p.m. when he took me there. OMG! I came close to being a buffet pickup or a spread across the bed. My mom had advertently saved me from myself by calling me. My lesson learned are number one, foreigners bring the game here in the Philippines. Number two, never trust a man in sunglasses and never showing his complete face. Number three, I'm weaker than I realize when I'm alone with a man. Number four, I better settle for female interviews only in the future and about men. And number five, I have been out of the game too long. The main technique and rapport have changed significantly, and I'm old school. And number six, I need to follow my own advice. I give subscribers and to do my vetting before wetting. Number seven, I take my friend with me as an escort whenever and if I want an interview with a man. And number eight, even apple beer will affect me. Definitely no wine or cocktails with a man. Oh well, I dodged a bullet, but I know there are many gunslingers or booty hunters out there walking around with my wanted posters. Thank you and God bless.